This place is on fire when it comes to food, and we're going to show you in this episode of Window Seat.
You got your bagels, you got your pizza, world-famous diners, delectables, desserts. There is not a more diverse city in America when it comes to food than New York City.
And that, my friends, is how the cookie crumbles.
Which presents a dining dilemma. From Junior's to Nathan's Famous, Peter Luger to Papaya Dog, so many famous options. How do you narrow your culinary experience here down to just a few?
Right.
And while we're at it, does the water really make the bagels here better? We have the answer.
All right.
Take it from someone who lived right here in New York City and had the expanding waistline to prove it. We are getting to the bottom of noshing in New York City.
It is home to more than 20,000 restaurants, and we are sampling 5 of the very best ones in all of the Big Apple. Let's take a big bite in this episode of Window Seat.
All right, let's count them down. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts. We've got you covered as we explore Manhattan and Brooklyn in search of the city's finest food.
And the first stop on anybody's New York City food list should be a bagel shop.
It is a staple of the New York food scene and an American favorite. They say 209 million Americans eat bagels every year, and the average American eats 38 bagels every year. Their origins may date back hundreds of years to Poland, but no place is more connected to the bagel than New York City, where there seems to be a bagel shop on every corner.
And I don't know which one's the best. There are 10,000 of these things all over Manhattan and the outer boroughs. My favorite is a place in Brooklyn called La Bagel Delight. I got a sesame seed bagel with egg salad, lettuce and mustard on it. It's fantastic. You know, there's this myth that bagels are just better in New York City. Is it true or not? I don't know. I do know that New York City has the largest unfiltered water supply in the entire country. Most of the water comes from the Catskills, so it's snow melt. They call it the champagne of drinking water, and there's something about it that just makes those bagels taste a little better.
Don't come at me. If you have another favorite bagel shop that's better, let me know in the comments. I'll check it out next month when I'm back in NYC.
All right, next up on the list, of course, you gotta have pizza when you come to New York City. You gotta grab a Coke and a slice. And a lot of people are gonna tell you, you gotta go to Grimaldi's or Lombardi's or Joe's or John's or Original Famous Ray's. I don't think it matters at all. Just grab a slice, fold it in half like a New Yorker, let it drip, and take a big old bite.
Now, here's the thing you're going to realize about New York pizza joints. They're all convinced they're the best. They all call themselves world famous. This is a marketing ploy for tourists, like at this shop right across from the Empire State Building. They want all those hungry Midwesterners to flock to their storefront and think they are getting a real New York pizza experience, eating the very best slice in town. Again, I think they're mostly interchangeable, but mostly all of them are good. If you do want a really cool New York experience, though, check out Lombardi's in Nolita. They say it's America's first pizzeria, opened in 1905, and it is pretty darn good. That ambulance likely on its way to revive a foodie who just dined on all the meats at our next must-eat place in New York City.
All right, so I have a dilemma. I have to include this place, but I can't go in and eat because I just ate it and I feel like a pig from all the eating that I've been doing here in New York City. But no list would be complete without including Katz's Deli right here on the Lower East Side. This is the oldest deli in all of New York City. Dates all the way back in one form or another to the year 1888, if you can believe it or not. They have pastrami, corned beef, turkey. It is amazing. All of it's great. I can attest to it personally. I've eaten here a million times. And of course, this is the scene of that very famous movie scene from When Harry Met Sally. You remember.
I'll have what she's having.
I have made similar noises to what Meg Ryan made when eating in that restaurant, and you will too. So if you're coming to New York City, get inside Katz's.
Pro tip here, bring some cash to tip the guys who are carving the meat for your sandwich at the counter. Believe me, they are bound to stack that pastrami just a little bit thicker if you do. It's money well spent, take my word. And while you're on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, be sure to pop into this absolute gem. Not a restaurant per se, but Russ & Daughters is an absolutely iconic culinary gem. From smoked fish to caviar, pickles to bagels, it does not get any more historic than this. They've been selling herring since 1907, serving bagels and lox for well over 100 years. Take home a t-shirt to remember this place, and believe me, you will always remember it.
All Our next stop takes us out of Manhattan and into the best borough in all of New York City. We're talking about Brooklyn, and if you come here, there is one place you absolutely have to stop. It is right here on Flatbush Avenue, perhaps the most famous restaurant in all of Brooklyn. Been here for almost 75 years, and it's an institution. We're talking about Junior's, and there's one thing in particular you just got to eat right here.
It's on full display behind the glass counter the minute you walk in the front door. A bevy of desserts and delights, but nothing comes close to the cheesecake. Pop stars and politicians have darkened the doorstep of this place for decades for a taste of the most iconic dessert in the borough, and it does not disappoint. I wanted to savor the moment for a bit, guzzle some coffee, and down some breakfast first, which, by the way, is also amazing. I always get the pancakes, griddle cakes as they call them. They're slathered in butter and an absolute home run. But I always save room for dessert, and my choice is always cherry cheesecake. Others swear by the strawberry. They're both amazing. Really, any flavor you get is out of this world, and there's just something about sitting here in the most famous dining room in Brooklyn enjoying cheesecake the way New Yorkers have done for more than 7 decades.
All right, let's talk snacks for a minute. Obviously, you don't always want a meal, so maybe it's good to just pop into a neighborhood market to grab something on the go. There are a million ethnic markets in New York City. My favorite is this one right here. It's called Sahadi in Brooklyn Heights.
It's been around at this location since 1948, and they're still doing things the way they've done them for decades. Specializing in Middle Eastern and Lebanese foods, they have ready-to-eat treats and lots of packaged foods from the other side of the world. My favorite's the extensive olive options and the bulk foods. We love all the nuts, and these mint chocolate malt balls have been a favorite of ours for years. Pop in if you're nearby. All right, somebody must need a defibrillator again, and perhaps it's because they spent some time where we're headed.
Our next stop is not just one thing to eat, it's a million different things to eat. On Broadway at 24th, right across from the Flatiron Building, you're gonna find Eataly, and there are a few of these around the country right now, but this is the original, and everything inside these doors is honk-worthy.
It's part Italian grocery store, part Italian sandwich shop, part Italian bakery, part Italian restaurant. There's a fresh pasta bar. They make fresh pasta right in front of you. They have cooking classes, fresh cheese, you name it, and if it's Italian, they do it. And yes, as we said, there are now several Eatalys around the world, but none of them are quite like this.
All right, we've given you some appetizers, lots of main courses here, and we can't end a food tour in New York City without giving a little taste of dessert. And there are a million options, of course, in this city. People have cupcakes and cheesecake, and they've got, red velvet cake. But for me, it is all about the cookie.
And Levain Bakery is cookie central in New York City, as you can probably tell from the long line snaking its way to the front counter where the smell of fresh baked goods emanates from behind the glass. This is a city notoriously known for its amazing cookies, but for my money, it doesn't get any better than Levain. My wife tried the famous chocolate chip with nuts. It melts in your hand, not in your mouth. I tried the seasonal lemon cookie. It was fresh, crispy, chewy, melty, memorable. There are several locations throughout the city. We hit the one in NoHo, which is north of Houston Street, and it is amazing.
So there you have it. There are a million options in this city, literally food from every spot on the globe. We've chosen a few of our favorites. Let us know your favorites in the comments below. Also, be sure to like and share this video so we can spread the word, and subscribe if you don't mind so you can follow our travels all over the planet. We're back with a brand new episode of Window Seat next Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. In the meantime, please enjoy one of these other episodes from Window Seat.